sunscreen with you guys. It's the Summer Fridays one. Absolutely love it. So I'm going to apply this. Although it is 3 p.m. I'm just applying. I've already done my skincare because I absolutely love how this just smooths my skin and makes it feel, and it definitely gives a very nice radiant look to my skin. So I've been using the Super Goop, or the, well, it's from Super Goop, but it's their moisturizer with their sunscreen in. I can't think of the name of it right now, but I've been using that as my moisturizer and sunscreen, and I do like it. I do say that I find it a little greasy, but it is a nice sunscreen. This one is my favorite. I've tried so many sunscreens this summer. By far my favorite is this one. I will repurchase over and over. I mean, just look at that radiance it's giving. Isn't that pretty? And I will say, this one I use even if I'm using that Super Goop one. I still put this on. So I get extra sunscreen benefits, which clearly isn't a bad thing. But it just, oh, it's so, I don't know. There's just something about it that I absolutely love. And then we're going to try out some new products today. Hi, Mary. How are you? It's been like a minute since I've seen you. I hope you're doing okay. How's your summer? It's the end of summer now, pretty much. How are the kids, the family, all of that? So we're going to let that sit just for a second, and then we're going to go in with eyes. Which there's nothing new to try for eyes. Have you guys been checking out my first impression videos? I feel like I'm getting better at them. Give myself a pat on the back. I was so excited for my last one. You guys haven't seen it yet, but I'm so excited. I want to say something, but I don't because I don't want to spoil it. But make sure you go check it out. I will actually be uploading it tomorrow, so go check it out. And we're going to be trying the new e.l.f. I have tried this before. I actually didn't try it for the first time in a first impressions like I typically do. I tried it in a, which one did I try it in? Oh, TikTok. I just couldn't like help myself. I had actually had to wait for it because I went to go purchase it. I was off running errands and I had it in my cart and I was going to purchase it when I got home, and then it was already sold out 2 hours later. And I will say 100% a dupe for Miss Charlotte. And I've said this in my TikTok and in my, pretty sure I said my TikTok, but I know I did in my first impressions video with it. I will repurchase this e.l.f. one over and over and over. I will, I will repurchase the Charlotte one because there's just something in that one that makes it slightly different. I don't know what it is in her products. There's still a few other products of hers I want to try, like the cream bronzer. I'm pretty sure it's a limited edition, so I want to go ahead and give that a try and try it out in the first impressions. I've heard good things about it. And we're using the Haley's Beauty Rewind to set the face, or the eyes. I don't know. I, for some reason, think the e.l.f. one's better, and I really can't tell you guys why. I honestly think maybe because it does seem to give a little bit of coverage, and I don't feel like the Charlotte one gives me much coverage, if any. But I don't know, I like it, and it's only $14 compared to like $44. So that might have something to do with it. The price point is definitely a lot better. And then I finally did try the It Cosmetics. Hi, Sarah, how are you? Nude Glow. That was also in our first impressions, and we're going to be using that today. We're going to be nice and glowy, but we do have some new products that I haven't tried because the other stuff that I have to try, I want to do it in a first impressions videos. I've really been enjoying doing those videos, and for the most part, like, everything has worked well for me. There's definitely been a few things that I've not been a fan of, but we're going to just go in with this palette. I haven't used this one in a while. I've used it, as clearly that you can see that, but it's just been a while since I've used it, so I'm going to give it some love. And I think we're just going to do like one color, and then we're going to go in with some shimmer on the lid, and that's it for the eyes. We're going to kind of keep it simple and make our complexion product better. I do need to get filmed my 10-minute makeup look. I've been doing a lot of like just quick and easy looks, and I've got a good routine down, so I want to share that with you guys. Clearly the video is going to take longer than that, but I do want to get that filmed for you guys and up as well. But Monday will be the first impressions video that I can't wait for you guys to see. So make sure you check that out. I have been doing really good lately and getting my videos up early in the morning. Like, I will upload them as I'm getting ready for work. So you guys should have them by like 7. That's a pretty color. It's called, hold on, Finish Sensational. Okay, when do your kids go back to school? I'm not gonna lie, I can't wait for mine to go back. Like, don't get me wrong, I love this time we've had with the girls. I've loved them being home, spending time with them. I love my kids, but Mama needs a break now. And I would like some time with my husband. Like, you know, clearly we can't get just like him and I time, like on my days off. You know, when he's done working, he works early in the mornings and then he's off, you know, before the kids get home, and we would have at least a few hours without him. We don't have that in the summertime, and they don't go to their dad's. Like, that's pretty much become a non-existent relationship for them, which is very sad. He doesn't really contact them much. I'm pretty sure he's back to using. He actually had a friend that passed away probably almost a month ago now, and I had my suspicions that he was using before that, but I think he is now. My husband actually saw him not too long ago, and he said he didn't look very good. Like, he saw him walking down the street. He just doesn't contact even our oldest, who he would stay in contact quite often. Okay, so yours, okay. See, ours, like, they go back to school, like, August 31st, but they get, so they have a shorter summer, pretty much. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm just going to grab my Set in Stone from ColourPop, and I'm going to use that little cream that they have in it, and we're going to use that as, like, a glitter glue to set down that cream, or I mean the shimmer product. But, I mean, I've enjoyed the summer with them. We really didn't do a lot like we normally do. We've already started some of their back to school shopping. We do got to finish up a little, like, you know, PE shoes, normal shoes, but we got their school supplies and most of their school clothes. Violet, the older one, the one in high school, she's just very picky about her clothes. And so, you know, we tried to get it all in one swoop like we did with my youngest, but that didn't work. So we still have to get her a few more outfits, but for the most part, we are done with school shopping. Last year we did do it last minute. Not sure why we did that, but we did, and it was definitely slim picking. So this year I wanted to get a head start. Okay, for shimmer, I think we're gonna dive into that color. That's a pretty color, and I'm just gonna use my finger. I don't know why I don't use this palette more often. I think it's just because I've really, really grown to love ColourPop, and I use their palettes quite often. I just, you know, one thing that I appreciate about that brand is they just always seem to have, you know, pretty, at least the ones I've tried, the same formula. Like, they're very consistent with their eyeshadow formulas, and I like that. I know what I'm gonna get. It's not a guessing game. Alright, so that part is done already. Just on a row. Yeah, they go back the 31st of August. So the fact that when did you say yours goes again, Mary? Sorry, I saw it and then looked down and forgot what it said. I'm going to put on this Rim Beauty Cooling Under Eye Balm. I've actually really been liking this. You guys saw this in our first impressions. I honestly, it was like just buy on the whim. I'm like, we'll give it a try, but it's probably gimmicky, you know, it's not going to work. It just seemed like a very gimmick product to me. I'm just warming it up on my fingers. But it actually works. I feel like it definitely, I mean, I don't know about the cooling effect. I never feel like it's cooling, but I also don't use a lot, so maybe I would need to use more. But I do have some texture under there. I mean, I never have filters on my videos, whether it's my lives, I YouTube, so you guys clearly see what my skin looks like. And maybe I just don't use enough to get like the actual cooling effect, but I feel like it does a good job of blurring. It's not as gimmicky as I thought it was going to be. I really do think it's better. Have you tried it? I mean, of course, the price tag makes it better. And I'm really glad that it came back in stock, like, in the shade for me at least, like 4 days later. Because I really wanted to try it. That's why I did plan to try it in a first impressions, but I just couldn't wait. So instead I did a TikTok. I did try it in my first impressions you guys would be seeing tomorrow, but I really like it. I've used it almost every day. I do try to, I'll get on a trend when I find a product I really like. I'll get on this trend of using that product. So the last couple times I've done my makeup, I've been trying to like use other products, like that eyeshadow palette that I haven't given a lot of love to get it used up. And I'm not doing any more like standalone Ipsy videos or BoxyCharm videos. Those were being like a what I bought, what I got. Just FYI. And then I also did a faves, or kind of like a faves and fails / like speed reviews video on some products I've been trying the last few months, and I'm going to be doing that every month. It won't be like my normal favorites. We're going to go in with the e.l.f. Cookies and Dreams. I need to purchase the, I ran out of the Tarte Pore Balm one, which I do like. And I like this one. However, so I like to go in, because most pore filling primers like this one, they kind of mattify your skin. I don't really feel like this one does a lot of mattifying, but they mattify the skin. And so if I'm going to be using a glowy primer like the e.l.f. one, I like to go in with this first, because I feel like I've made the mistake of going in with the glowy one first and then this one under it. And sometimes they actually don't pair well together. But the main reason is because then I can go over top of this matte pore primer and my face is still glowy. Like if you put this on after you put on the glowy primer, you might lose some of that glow. I mean, you can always bring it back with a setting spray. I've got a couple glowy setting sprays. What do you guys think of, if you guys have tried it, Rare Beauty's new lip line? I did that Rare Beauty, almost full face of Rare Beauty first impressions video, and I liked almost everything. I think there was only maybe one product I didn't like. I really like her mascara. I like the setting spray. I need to get that in full size. Oh, but the Hailey's Beauty, love that. Love that pore primer. That's what I was saying. I need to buy more of that. But I wanted to use this up, give this some love, and that pore one from Tarte. Like, I'll probably end up using both the Tarte one and this e.l.f. one again at a later time, but right now my obsession is the Hailey's Beauty. It really does just do this nice blurring effect, and I feel like you guys are able to see that in the first impressions. But we have another first impressions I'm filming this week that I'm super excited for. Like, so excited to try out these products. And I will be getting up on Wednesday will be the favorites one. It's not as an extensive of a favorites video as like my yearly one, the one I do twice a year, summer, spring, fall, and winter one. But I'll be doing those once a month, just giving a little bit of a review, on those, just a little, not necessarily favorites, because there was also stuff in there that I did not like. All right, now we're gonna go in with this, and I'm so excited. This stuff is good. Oh, you didn't. I suggest I mean, look at that doe foot. It's so big too. I suggest trying it. Honestly, the only thing I don't like is that sound. And then I always just do one side to start with. I mean, I like to do that a lot anyways with any type of, like this type of primer, like the Charlotte one, or like a foundation. I like to start out on one side. I suggest picking it up and trying it, especially if you're dry skin, because I'm obsessed. I don't feel like it shows my pores more than like other glowy products could. It gives a little bit of a coverage, it gives a beautiful glow, and it really does last all day. I mean, okay, so none there and a little there. We might go ahead and no, I think we're good on, I was gonna say might go in with a little bit more, but I think we're good. Oh yeah, so the It Cosmetics. Sorry, Sarah. I know I can get really forgetful sometimes, so thank you for reminding me. So that's also in a first impressions video. I think I've already got that one up. I'm not gonna lie, I've done so many that I can't remember if that one's up yet, or that will be one that's up on Monday. No, that's not the one that's up on Monday. The one that's up, that's gonna be up on Monday is all color pop one. Mine is this e.l.f. product. That's the one I tried. I did the e.l.f. on camera. And, but I decided to go ahead and try it. It's taken me quite some time to try the Cosmetics Nude Glow one, just because in the past I've tried the It Cosmetics CC creams, and oh, I got a little bit of that on my eyeshadow. That's okay. The It Cosmetics CC creams, but they've never for some reason worked for me, for one reason or another. I can't tell you why. They just didn't really work well on my skin. I mean, look at that glow, guys. It's so beautiful. Like I said, it definitely gives a little bit of a coverage, and that's really nice. But I figure, you know what, for the sake of first impressions videos, we're going to try it. So I tried it, and I'm not going to lie, I really like it. Like, it's one that up until recently I was using every day too, just because I like it so much. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do my brows real quick while we let that dry down just a little. I've even used that e.l.f. I'm using the CoverGirl one, and it works so well even like that. Like, it's a good product. Go get it, Sarah. I'm just doing a quick fill in a little in the brows. I'm not doing anything big. I'm excited to get that 10-minute video filmed for you guys this week. See, just a little bit right there. This is a new one. My old one I eventually ran out of, which there's something about a brand new brow pencil. I don't know what it is. I like it. I really like the e.l.f. one that I have too. I can't think of the name of it, but it's really nice. They're not exactly even, but I'm not going anywhere. My kids actually went with my sister to my nephew's birthday party because I was at work and couldn't take the time off, and they live a little far away, so. But this is such a pretty CC cream. The only thing I will say is, correct me if I'm wrong, if you girls know, but in the past, their CC creams had just mineral sunscreen. This one has both mineral and a physical, and I don't know why they would do that. That's the only thing I'm gonna say that I'm confused about, that I'm not sure if I like, because I don't like having physical sunscreens. Now clearly with it being a CC cream, it's not going to be full coverage, and the color is off. I have it in light. I wanted to pick it up in fair. I felt like that would be more of my shade, but it was sold out, and like I said, I really wanted to go ahead for the sake of a video and get it tried out, so went ahead and got it. I think we'll be fine though, because we'll just bring it down on our neck. That's what I've been doing. And it's been working to just bring it down there. How's your grandpa, Mary? It's been a while since you've been on, so I think about him, especially because my poor grandparents, so they live almost 2 hours from me. Well, actually, my grandma lives closer. My grandpa just couldn't take care of her anymore and take care of himself, and so she went to go live, I think, about a year ago with um, one of their daughters, one of my aunts, and my grandpa stayed at their house. We've been trying to get him, well, not we, but the family, like my aunt and my cousin, they've all been trying to get him into an assisted living. Sorry, I gotta get a little bit closer so I'm not going over those brows that we just did. Into assisted living. They're still working on it, but he's been living in their house that they've had since I was like in 3rd grade. There's so many memories attached to it too. Like so many memories. Like with my mom who passed away about 4 or 5 years ago. 2018, I think. No, earlier than that. I don't know. It's been a long time now. Okay, we're going to go in with concealer and we're going to use the Haley's Rewind. I like to apply this with my fingers. I actually have been doing that a lot with a lot of concealers. And I like how it works. But there's just a lot of memories attached. Christmas, like memories with my mom. And I found out the other day there was a fire in the town they live in, and 10 houses caught fire, and my grandparents were one of them. Luckily, my grandpa wasn't there. He was at a restaurant having lunch. But he had no idea until my aunt's friend went to go let him know about it. She went to the restaurant. It's a really, really small town. And it was a field behind their house. I guess a farmer was doing a fire that he wasn't supposed to be doing. And I'm not sure exactly how many homes, but my grandparents lost their home. Like, it's completely gone. When my cousin and my aunt went and picked up my grandpa, and he wouldn't go with them where they live because he's stubborn. He's a stubborn old man. And so they put him up in a hotel, and my aunt's with him now. And hold on, it's really hard to talk and do this. And so since he wouldn't go with them, they put him in the hotel. But when they went back, I guess my cousin said it was still smoking like 2 days later. I'm not sure how many people all lost their homes, but it just sucks because my grandpa was in the army and he was a cop, and so he lost all that stuff, like all his army stuff, all his cop stuff. He also made guns by hand. I mean, I don't think he had been doing that for a while now because of his health. He shook a lot. He was very shaky. So I do think that was something that he stopped doing a while ago. However, it is something that he lost, like the guns that he did make, the stuff to make the guns. I really like this concealer. I remember when I first tried it, I thought the color was going to be way too dark. I mean, I could put more on, but like I said, I'm not going anywhere. It did cover enough, so. And then we're going to set down the face with the e.l.f. Halo Glow. So that's kind of sad. Like, I've been really bummed. I have in the shade Light. Just really bummed that happened. And we're using a Power Puff because I'm telling you, ladies, power of this puff. Like, I love it. We're just going to set the eyes because we have some cream products for our bronzer and blush today. And then we're just going to go in with just a little. I don't like to set a lot under my eyes. Thank you, guys. I know, like, I feel really bad for my grandpa. I don't even know if my grandma honestly understands what's happened. I asked my cousin how she was doing, and it didn't sound like she quite, like, I don't know. I could be wrong, but she may not be 100% elusive enough to understand they just lost their home and everything in it. For me, it's like the memories of Christmas. You know, we used to go and visit them all the time with my mom and my girls, and the first time that my mom was called Nana was by my oldest Violet, and that was in the house when we were visiting my grandparents for the summer or for the weekend when we were younger, before we moved to the same town that they were living in, because eventually we moved where my grandparents lived. um, we would go visit them every summer, and it's just a lot of memories. There are a lot of memories with my mother, with my cousin who I'm really close with, our girls, all of that. I just dropped my sponge. So for me, that's what's really sad, in the fact that, you know, oh, Jesus, Dom. Sorry, guys. The fact that my grandparents lost everything. Thank you. Thank you. I like. Oh, God dang! I apologize. Yeah, I really like it. Like I said, I definitely need to go get fair, especially for wintertime. This is gonna be way too dark. I can make it work in the summer, but not the winter. Oh yeah, I don't know what I did there. Actually, a friend of mine at work today asked me that. All right, we're gonna. I forgot about under the eyes. So for the lash line, we're gonna go ahead and use that shade that we used on the lid. And I've been using like a brush like this, but I really like doing this because I feel like it helps hide those creases. Like every concealer creases on me. It's just a matter of how bad. And this one doesn't crease very much at all. And it does give pretty good coverage. Anyways, so yeah, really that's all that's going on since I went live with you guys last. It's been a minute for sure. Like I said, when I first started doing my first impression videos, I didn't know how often I would be going live because I'm doing first impressions now, and this is why we're trying new makeup. But I got this stuff that I have to try, and the new stuff. Oh yeah, I need to put this on too. I was gonna put this on when we did our makeup and I forgot. Are you? See, how old is she? Because our oldest, now we haven't got an email saying that they're not doing it this year. I guess they were supposed to start it last year, but they put it off to this year. She's gonna be 16 in October. This is just the Tarte Sea Jelly Glaze mask. I want to put that on to hydrate the lips while we do the rest of the face. We're gonna use the Item Beauty mascara, but they are charging $20 deposit. I guess I can take my hair down now. For each textbook. She's gonna be a sophomore, and I just can't believe that. I'm like, I feel like we're paying for her books for college. $20 for 6 classes, or $20 each class, and she has 6 classes. Do your guys' kids' school do that? Like in high school? I think that's kind of ridiculous. Like, they get state funding for these books. I understand it's mainly because if it gets ruined or lost, but okay, so then at that point, make them pay for it. Like, it's a lot of stuff that they make us pay for up front. Yearbook, which that was a fiasco with our oldest yearbook. Not very many kids, I guess, ordered a yearbook. This one got really dry. This used to be kind of not super wet. I like more wet formulas. I feel like that one's dried out. I don't know if I like it as much. It doesn't look as good today as it normally does. Normally it doesn't look clumpy, and there's a little bit of clumps. Anyways, so they allowed some kids towards the end. Oh, I was gonna try this and I forgot. Let's just go ahead and I'm just going to pop a little bit on. It is ColourPop's Super Shock Shadow. So we're just going to pop on whatever. This one's in the shade Mint for you. I think I'm going to use my fingers because I've never tried their Super Shock before. It's so pretty. I'm just going to pop it on in the middle here. It's really pretty though. Might have to wet it. I thought maybe being this Super Shock, it might work with the fingers, but let's wet a brush. So yeah, so they went ahead and let some kids order at the end of the year, even though we were told when we, well, my husband, I was at work, when he went and signed her up for everything that we had to pay then. So we paid then $80. $80 for a high school yearbook. And then we're being told that they went ahead and allowed these kids to order because they didn't have a lot of people that ordered any at the beginning of the school year. I don't know if it's because this is going over top of one, but it's not applying very well, which I'm kind of bummed. So I will definitely give this a try on its own tomorrow, because that's not really applying much. I mean, as you guys can see. I mean, I just wanted to see what it looked like. It's really pretty, but maybe you have to kind of get that first layer off. Sometimes there are some products that you have to get that top layer off first before you really get a good feel for it. It's pretty though. Maybe the other one would be, oh, will be better. So they went ahead and let people order, and then a bunch of people did, but then they decided that they were going to, I mean, they always go, I guess, by alphabetical, you know, but for some reason they were going off of first name and not last name, which never happens. I don't understand why. And my oldest, his name is Violet, so she was like one of the last people that was supposed to get one. She didn't get it by the end of the year. They said it would be mailed to us, you know, at least at the very latest a few weeks into summer, and we have yet to get her yearbook. And our youngest says she didn't want one for her first year of middle school. So I will say that mascara, I'm like closing my eyes and I'm putting this over top, and it's not smearing or anything. I just don't know why it was more dry today. Maybe it's just drying out because I have had it for a bit. It's almost gone. And then she decided she wanted one, so we ordered hers after school ended, and we had it like a week later. Like, seriously? I mean, hers was a lot cheaper. I think it was only like $40, but I don't understand why we don't have Violets. So when we do their back to school thing this year, in a week or two, I think is when it is, they ain't gonna be happy to hear from me. They either need to get us that yearbook or our money back, like $80 frickin' dollars. My husband spent $80 for a yearbook that we never received. And I just, like I said, I'm gonna try my finger with this one, because I'm just gonna, that one's really pretty. They look really wet. I'm just playing around at this point with it, so I feel like that one applies better. At this point, I'm just playing around so I can at least apply it. I think it applies better with the finger. But I'll definitely try these out like tomorrow on their own without another shimmer over it. I kind of forgot about these. They've been sitting in here for a while to be tried out, but I've had other stuff to give a try to as well. That's one reason why I went live. I'm like, you know what, I got this stuff to try, let's try it. And I wanted to talk to you guys. So yeah, I'm not very happy about that. It's pretty though. They're pretty. I'm just not sure about that green one. A little bit of fallout, but I expected it. No big deal. It's whatever. Like I said, I'm staying home. Alright, so for, let's see. Just want to make sure because I keep forgetting stuff apparently. I'm just going to pull that stuff out. We might not use this stuff, but the other two products that I want to try. And look how that's not even like settling in. And it's just so glowy. It's such a pretty CC cream. I'm very happy I decided to try it. Thank you, first impression videos. Alright, Sarah, well, you have a very good night, and thank you for coming. And hopefully you join next time. Again, I don't know when I'll go live again, but I have these new products. I've had them for a while. I wanted to try them. Alright, so now we're going to do bronzer, and we have the NYX bronzer sticks and the NYX blush sticks with a highlighter. So we're going to give it a try. I'm going to go ahead and kind of warm it up like this, put it on the back of my hand, and then I guess color on my face a little. I don't know how much to use, so I don't want to use too much. And then I've really been enjoying using this brush lately for like cream products, and we're going to blend it out. We'll see. Oh, that blended out really well, actually. A lot better than I thought it was going to. I was going to try, or not try, I was going to apply. I do it this way just because, I don't know. It's a cream product. I'm trying to warm it up. I'm trying to sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I don't. Like I'm some expert here. Telling you what, I'm not though. I really like how that really blended in very nicely. Very, very easily. And very fast. That was nice. I've been applying my bronzer up higher like this. Like that one I went a little bit lower than I normally do. This one is where I typically have been applying it. I don't know why I went a little bit lower, but I've been applying it like that and I like that a lot better. That's nice. I like that. I will definitely be trying them out. I'm going to go ahead and just leave it as far as, I was going to go over the cream products with some powder, but older powder stuff, but we're just going to do that. All right, and then we have, well, yeah, we need that for this highlighter stick. So we have the blush. It has two different ones. I think that one's way too Barbie pink for me. I think it's that one. It might be this. No, it's this one. This one is just, that's way too Barbie pink. So we're going to go with that first one. I have been enjoying NYX, Mary. I have. It took me, I don't know how new these are, but they're relatively new. I know that. Alright, let's pull that hair back again just for a minute, because that fan, I'm telling you guys, it's hot in here, even without my studio lights. I am a summer person. What are you, Mary? Do you like summer, or do you like fall and winter? I'm 100% a summer person, and it's been so hot that I'm honestly like ready for fall. So I'm just going to put a little bit on because I don't know how pigmented it is or if it's going to be easy to blend in like the other. So we're just going to just do a little right there. And then I'm going to take this brush and we're going to blend her out. I feel like blushes that are this shade tend to be harder to blend. And then we'll set down the face. But that's not too bad. It's not too hard to blend. I feel like the bronzer blended easier. I will say that. It's not one of my favorite cream blushes, but as far as like the formula and blendability, but the color is really pretty. I will say it's very similar to my Rare Beauty one, which I really like. Although I'm still trying to like kind of, I don't know, like there were some days, I feel like it might just be my skin, because I feel like some days I have an easier time with products, especially a cream product, and then some other days like not so much. Like there were some days the Rare Beauty looks good on my skin, it blends in really good, it, you know, all of that, and then there are other days I'm just like, what's going on with it today? But I mean, that's a really pretty color. What do you think, Mary? Okay, so you are a fall person. What is it about fall that you like? I just don't like the cold. Honestly, I always say if it could be like 70, 75, I would love fall. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more on that side, and because I feel like we got a little bit more over there. So I'm going to go ahead and just go like that a little. I feel like if it could be like 70 or 75, because I feel like more than 75, honestly, even for like summer is too hot for me. But I would love fall as well, because I love the, you know, the look of fall. I love the leaves. I love Halloween. I love Christmas. Christmas and Thanksgiving are my two favorite holidays. I, you know, love the holidays in general, like just spending time with family, all of that fun jazz. So I just don't like how cold it is. I don't like the cold. I'm not much of a pumpkin spice person, honestly. Yeah, I like that blush. What do you, yeah, okay. Yeah, I like it. I just don't know because I don't want to reach for something that's going to take me forever to blend in. Like, I have other cream blushes that blend in easier than that. Alright, so now we have this highlighter. We'll see. It looks blinding, but we'll see. So I'm just going to put a little bit here, and then I think we'll just blend it in with the finger, and we'll see. I don't know. I feel like that blends away. I don't feel like it's that blinding. Let's try it on the nose. My Cupid's bow. I mean, I feel like here. That's nice. But I'm feeling like on the actual face, it's kind of blending away. Ugh, my hair's sticking. Let's try this again. And we'll do the other side. I mean, I feel like it's not, I feel like it's blending away in the sense that, like, it's not as blinding as I like, but it's harder to blend. Like, there's like this streak there. I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed in these NYX products besides that bronzer. I feel like the bronzer definitely blended well. And the shade is like perfect, which, let's see here. What did I get for shades? I don't think it says on here. It probably said in the box. I think I got light for the bronzer. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Mary? I don't know. I think the complexion looks good. And the blush isn't bad. The blush is pretty. I like all that. It's just how long it took me to blend it out. Universal light is what I have. So maybe that also affects the highlighter shade. But I don't think they would change the highlighter shade. Universal light is supposed to be just the bronzer shade. And then for the blush, we have, there's two of them obviously. We have light peach and baby pink. I use light peach. Like I said, I just don't like how it was hard to blend. Oh, and the e.l.f. is the Instant Lift brow pencil. I really like this one. I typically go for a thinner brow, but this has been perfect for my 10-minute like quick and go makeup looks because it is thicker, so it literally is like one swipe and we're done. So as you guys will see in that video, I just don't know when that's going to go up, but I'm going to film it this week. All right, now we're going to go ahead and set the face with that e.l.f. Halo Glow Powder. And then I'm trying to decide. You tell me, Mary. Should I... We got a little bit of creasy going on now up here, which usually products do. They usually crease up there, but it's been sitting for a while and typically it would crease sooner than that, so. Alright. I forgot what I was going to ask. I'm sorry. Oh, do you think I should put that highlighter in the inner corner? If you're petting. As I'm saying how much I've been enjoying NYX, and then that happened. I mean, I feel like there's a time and place for a blinding highlighter, 100%, but I don't know. I feel like it's definitely coming across more like blinding on camera, by the way. It's not as blinding as it looks in person. But I love how, you see how that just like smoothed over the face, like that powder, and it gave a glow. I really like this powder. Oh, I don't know about that highlighter. It just doesn't. Time and place. Time and place for a blinding highlighter, but right, exactly, Mary. That's what I'm saying. It's just, even on a day where I don't want like a super blinding highlighter, that's still not very blinding for even a light blind. Which, you know, I know not everybody's into the really blinding highlighters, so it definitely might be something that someone would like. You know, just because I don't like something doesn't mean anything. I feel like the look came together well. I'm really impressed with the bronzer, I will say 100%. Love that. Alright, let's go ahead and put a little bit in the inner corner of the eyes. Oops, wrong side. I'm just going to put a little bit on my finger and just tap it in there. We'll see what it does. on the inner corner. I gave a little bit. Let's put a little bit more. I feel like everywhere else it was nice and blinding. I got it up a little too far on that side, but I feel like that's kind of hard to do it like this. I guess I could have put it on a brush. Yeah, I feel like everywhere else it's blinding because that's like super blinding and right there. And my Cupid's bow and my nose. I've actually been putting my highlighter in just the tip of my nose instead all down here because I feel like that's usually glowy anyways. Alright, I think we're done. No lips. Which, should I even grab any lip products? I thought I did. I don't see any. I didn't have any new lip products to share on camera for the live, but I mean I do for my first impressions video. I'm just gonna wipe that mask off. I know, right? Yeah, I don't know when my kids are gonna actually be back. Alright, you know what? We're gonna try this. Because I've gone back and forth, but I think I found a good combination for it. So I got this in a boxy charm. And then I bought this. It is the Violin Ink Wet n Wild, or Maybelline, sorry. And I just felt like it was super drying. I didn't like how quickly it dried, how it was just really drying on my lips. It kind of looked cakey. And it was one of those things where some days I felt like it worked okay, and then other days not so much. Well, I've been trying it out with the combo of putting that gloss on, letting the gloss sit for a minute, and then I need to find a lip liner. I actually went through my makeup. I went through my makeup and gave some to my daughters. You know what? Let's try Milani. One of the Milani ones. So I've been doing that, and then I will put it on over it, and I feel like it's not as drying on my lips that way. But then I always go back to, do I want to do all that effort instead of just putting this on and then a gloss over if I feel like a gloss, or if I don't feel like a gloss, just this and call it a day. So I don't know. It was in my speed reviews. We'll see. We'll see if it ends up in my favorites or not. That, you know, it's going to give me some time to 100% say if I love it or don't love it. Alright, we're going to go with the Milani and Nude Entrance as the lip liner. Alright. Almost done. And I also feel like filling in the lips also helped me. I mean, I usually do that with every lip product anyways. And I usually let that gloss sit a little bit longer. And then I'll go like that. I actually, if I would have thought about it and knew I was going to use that, I would have used the gloss instead of the mask, and then it definitely would have sat that whole time. Alright, now we're going to go in with this. It's really pretty. I love the color. I think I have in Cheeky. I'll have to look. See? It's a really pretty brown. It's definitely my jam. Yeah, Cheeky. But that's it. That's all I got for ya. So not a whole bunch of like new stuff, just because a lot of my new stuff is being tried out in first impression videos, but I keep like skipping things over. Those NYX products, and I figured if you guys haven't been able to see any of my first impressions, we can use out some of that stuff. Like I said, I honestly, if I wasn't doing these first impression videos, I would have continuously kept using the Nude Glow. And if I wasn't trying to give some love to some stuff I haven't tried in a while, I would still be using it. I'm really, really, really excited and happy that it actually worked out pretty well. We're going to use the Peach and Lily. But we're going to... Oh no, why won't it? I need it to not turn and face me. Well, wait. Have you tried the Milani Make It Last sunscreen spray? Because if you haven't, don't use it. I actually purchased it for like a reapply sunscreen spray, and it is so greasy. I didn't get any on this side. It's coming back. That's probably why I probably sprayed that way. I felt like it was really greasy. I felt like it was really heavy for some reason. Oh, this is so cooling. Although this one can definitely, if you apply too much, you get very glassy looking. It's supposed to give you that glass look, as you can see, but sometimes too much. I don't like it at all. I'll probably use it just to use it up. Luckily, it is a smaller bottle. I'll show you. But I don't like it. I did pick up another one that I'm going to show, and then what I bought, what I got. It had good reviews on Amazon, so we'll see. But thank you so much for watching. Anyone who watches afterwards, thank you, Mary. Thank you, Sarah. But I'm going to clean my mess up. Make sure if you are new and you just hopped on to watch this, make sure you go check out my other videos, especially First Impressions. Those have become one of my favorites. And like I said, I won't be doing BoxyCharm or Ipsy anymore as a standalone video. They will be in what I bought, what I got videos. I just, with adding new content to my channel, and now I've had another one. I haven't even done a dupes video yet. I really need to get that done too. But now I've added the monthly speed reviews is what I'm actually calling it, not favorites. I just don't have time to do a bunch of those type of videos, and then like any of, you know, my fashion unboxings. So they're gonna now be in what I bought, what I got, which means I have to wait for those to do one of those videos, which sucks, but that's okay. What else real quick? Yeah, so just go check those out, please, and make sure you subscribe. I would love to have you a part of my YouTube community. Let me know what you guys think of the look, and if you've tried those NYX products, let me know how you think about them. I like the shade of the blush. I don't like the fact it took a little bit longer than some other it's sticking to my face now, some other cream blushes I have, but it's not bad. But I really like that bronzer. It really just applied really, really fast and blended out really nicely, so I'll definitely use it again. Alright, I'm going to let you guys go. Have a good night, and make sure you check out that video on Monday, because it's a good first impressions, and I was really excited to film it, and it has some exciting news to tell you guys. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and give the video a thumbs up, and make sure you come and join me again. And also, I'll leave my social media down below, and follow me on there. That way you know when I'm going live, because I post the day before since it is so random. Alright, bye Mary, have a good night. I'm so glad your grandpa's doing good. And if I don't see you before your kids go back, enjoy finally getting a break. I love mine. I get it though. You need them to go back. Alright, bye guys.